Live from Gahanna, WGLH TV presents Lincoln Live. With Ray Tadako and Audrey Paquette.
Noticeably absent, our athletes miss seeing Gahanna Bill at their games, why he hasn't been there, and how he hopes to return soon.
Sound the alarms! No, not really. Why is Mr. Varshani setting fires? We'll explain.
Want to drive to school next year? Then you better listen up today or you may be walking.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Happy Wacky Sock Wednesday, everyone. I'm Audrey Paquette.
And I'm Ray Tadako. Hey, Audrey, do you like wacky socks?
Not really. I'm more of a plain Jane type of girl. What about you, Ray?
I kind of like them, but you know, since it's Spirit Week, there's someone I always think about.
Me too, and that's Gahanna Bill. He's someone who's always support our athletes.
That's right. He's Gahanna's biggest fan. COVID made it very limited for guests to come watch sporting events. Usually Gahanna Bill comes to watch all of the athletes play, but this past season has made it difficult for him to show his support.
And I had the privilege to find out the impact Gahanna Bill has on the athletes here at Lincoln.
Gahanna has a numerous amount of fans, but one fan will always be Gahanna's #1 fan, and that is Bill Withrow, also known as Gahanna Bill.
Every time you see Bill, he lights up the room. He loves when the teams run out, he wants to be there to give high fives, and when big plays are made, he wants to cheer and celebrate.
So how did Bill's love for Gahanna sports start? Well, he did graduate from Gahanna and was heavily involved in sports and is considered official team manager for every sport.
Like our former coaches that are graduates and other athletes that have been close to Bill, that they always tell stories that he was always around. Sports, I think, has just always been a bright spot in his life, and he's been just a part of every team. He's always been involved.
However, due to the pandemic, Bill hasn't showed up to any games, and everything is a bit different, especially since he isn't here 8th period to set up for games.
Since he's at home during that time now, we just kind of call each other, text. I make sure that he knows, hey, this game's coming on, don't forget to turn your laptop on, because he knows how to use YouTube.
The games was really sad not having that infectious, happy energy that he always brought. It was really a downer, but hopefully we can get to see him soon.
It's just kind of sad, like the environment wasn't as upbeat and positive, but like we know that he'll be back next year as soon as he can be, so we're just kind of looking forward toward that.
I keep go high school, no game, no everybody, hi.
Even though Bill hasn't attended any sporting events this year, his imprint on GLHS is still pretty noticeable. Whether you come into the lobby to see the Bill Withrow Award, or if you go out to the football stadium to see the Gahanna Lincoln Award of Merit blocked with his name. But Bill's impact doesn't stop there.
I was a student athlete here. I graduated in 2008. At that time, Bill was always over at the school, helping out, working in the athletic fields, going to practices, always at games or events. We've always known each other. And now our relationship has grown even further now that I'm the AD, so we're always together.
To me, Gahanna Bill is literally everything Gahanna speaks about, talks about. I mean, it's the face of really the football program, I think, generally. I mean, he'd always come up and like pat me on the chest, give me a hug sometimes, high fives, whatever it was. Just seeing him smile always made the team happy. Bill would never let us hear the end of it. He would always come up and he would always yell at us. He would always make sure that our heads are still in the game and everything, bringing that infectious energy still.
When he was at the game, like everyone was just ecstatic, He was like everything for us. It's just like it's just like, he didn't even have to speak to us. He would just walk in, it would be chaos. He's kind of like our guardian angel, It's like you always want to work good for your guardian angel, so he always was that impact factor.
And that impact is felt even when he's not in the stands.
Not every kid has a parent in the stands, but every kid has a Bill in the stands. It doesn't matter who you are, and that's a super cool thing to fight for.
And hopefully he's back at the games in the fall.
I can't wait to you guys.
This is Audrey Paquette for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Audrey. I'm so excited to see Gahanna Bill at some of the softball games soon. But another thing that is getting our students in the spirit is the academic awards. They're tomorrow and Friday in the auditorium. Here's Assistant Principal Locke Hines with the details.
So we will begin tomorrow. It will be over 2 days to support students having that individual opportunity to receive their award, and that's still being mindful of social distancing. So we will actually begin tomorrow. We will have students down each block of the day. That will be first block, second block, third block, and fourth block. We also have distance learners coming in tomorrow on Thursday the 25th, so they can also participate in an in-person award ceremony. The order of the day will be sophomores, juniors, seniors, and then freshmen. And students have been given specific times that they're expected to come down with their group. We've emailed them a couple of times for their specific time, and we'll do that once more just as a reminder of when they should come down. And they've also received an attendance excusal, so the teacher will also see when a student should be in the auditorium for their award ceremony.
Thanks, Ms. Lockhines, and congrats to everyone. Since the academic award ceremonies are happening tomorrow and Friday, and they're using the Lincoln Live YouTube channel to stream for parents, that means that Lincoln Live will not have shows on those days. So again, there will be no shows for Lincoln Live for the rest of the week. However, we still have plenty of important information for today. And joining us now with that information is Abby Figursky. Hi, Abby. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. A bit tired, but I'm really looking forward to spring break. What information do you have for us?
Well, seniors involved in National Honor Society have some important deadlines they need to complete in order to get their cord for graduation. Here's Emily Burkhart with one deadline that must be completed.
Hi, I'm here from NHS, and I just wanted to give everyone a quick reminder that our $15 dues are due by this Friday the 26th. Please turn the money in to Miss Barron in Hamilton Hall, or you can turn the money into Miss Pedrodi in the front office. If you're going to turn the money into Miss Barron, just check that she's going to be in her office because she does leave early on certain days. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. Next year is just around the corner, so if you're going to be a junior or a senior with a license, then it is important that you apply before a week from Friday. It's first come, first served. Check outside the attendance office to make sure your application was submitted properly. If you'd like more information, contact Ms. Pershings at pershings@gjps.org. It looks like that's all for me. Have a great rest of your day and be sure to participate in the rest of Spirit Week. Back to Audrey and Ray.
Thanks, Abby. And I know we had a lot of people participate in Jersey Day yesterday.
Yeah, there's probably more people on Wacky Sock Wednesday.
And it's great to see kids celebrating Spirit Week, since it's almost like things are somewhat getting back to normal. Speaking of normal, have you missed out on participating in experiments this year in your science classes? Well, our Lily Sager is bringing you a new mini-series where she takes you into the lab and does science experiments. Here she is.
Hey guys, so today is my first time doing Lily in the lab, so I'm here with Mr. Varshani, one of the chemistry teachers, and we're going to be doing an experiment.
All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to hopefully light some bubbles on fire, and our wonderful assistant reporter here will perform the experiment herself. Since we're dealing with an open flame and some dangerous things, you always want to make sure that your hair is tied up, any loose jewelry or anything that is dangling, and then most importantly, we want to have some safety goggles. So what we have here is some soap and some water. I need you to dip your hands in this. Make sure your hands are wet in a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to take some methane from our lab here, and we're going to make some methane bubbles. And in the back, right now, our chemistry students are learning different types of reactions. So we have combustion of a hydrocarbon, and in this case, our hydrocarbon is methane. Methane, you guys, is the stuff that you heat your home with, or your stove, or your furnace at home. This is methane. So anytime that we combust methane, we produce water vapor and carbon dioxide gas. So now what I'm going to do is now we're going to make some methane bubbles with some gas here. So hold it out far, and here's a flame. Again, we got our safety goggles on, and see what happens.
Woo! That was fun.
You want to try it one more time?
Yes.
Again, this is a combustion reaction. This is methane. This is the same stuff that comes out of your gas tap at your house. And there you guys go. You have a combustion reaction.
Live is not the only show here at Lincoln. The Lincoln Sports Zone returns tomorrow. The show will give a preview of what to expect from our spring athletes and teams this year. We've got track and field, lacrosse, softball, baseball, boys tennis, and boys volleyball, all covered. So don't forget to check out the Lincoln Sports Zone tomorrow on the Lincoln Live YouTube page.
Make sure you guys tune in and show your support and love to the Sports Zone kids.
Well, Ray, it looks like we're at the end of our show today.
Remember, no show tomorrow and Friday.
We'll see you guys after spring break.
Be safe and enjoy the rest of your week. Have fun!